What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing on this Tuesday evening? Yes, and we brought back our honorary peach for this special edition of Peaches and Power Bombs tonight. I'm Laura Presley. There's Marie to my
Hi.
right or your left, however you do it. And below us is our honorary peach, No Chill with Phil.
What
How's
is up,
everybody
y'all?
doing?
It has been far too long since we have done this. How are y'all? Thank y'all for having me back on the show. I'm excited about tonight.
Me too.
Me too.
We're doing
And
good.
what better show than the Survivor Series post show to have No Chill with Phil, because it was probably one of the most exciting pay-per-views of the year. The way it ended was just so, I'm still having trouble like fathoming exactly what happened. I remember waking up Sunday morning saying, okay, was that a dream or did that actually happen? Let me check my Facebook because I don't remember if it was a dream. Oh man.
I got to piggyback off you. That lightweight was the best pay-per-view that they've had, in my opinion, since Mania.
Uh-huh.
And hands down one of the best Survivor Series. I can't remember a better Survivor Series. I can't. In the 37 years that they've had Survivor, I can't remember a better one.
I'm gonna agree with that. I think that was I really liked Backlash. I think that was one of the best pay-per-views.
Backlash was one of the best ones too.
But I think this might they're either like neck and neck, or this might have been
top 3 for sure.
So we'll see.
I mean, the buzz, for those watching that don't know, I am in the Chicagoland area. The buzz for Survivor Series was crazy, was absolutely nuts. I actually had an amazing opportunity to meet Adam Pearce. Friday night, I met Adam Pearce at, he's actually, so I'm in Waukegan. I don't want anyone to get it confused. Oh, you're in Chicago? What part of Chicago? No, I am from the suburbs. Chicago is like 45 minutes away from me. I live in a town called Waukegan, city called Waukegan. Adam Pearce actually graduated from Waukegan High School in 1996.
Okay.
Cool.
Had no idea he was a hometown boy. Had no idea. Buddy of mine called me up and was like, hey, Adam Pearce. He said AP is in town. And I'm like, who? Adam Pearce. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, no, it's a buddy of mine. Come to the bar at like 11. I'm like, but you guys close at 10. It's like, bro, just come knock on the door. Lo and behold, Adam Pearce.
That's
Never
cool.
would have known. Coolest dude in the world with a couple ring guys. Everything about it, Survivor Series, local comic book shops. It was even advertised on the radio stations out here, like United Center, Survivor Series. And I'm like, yo, like the buzz is huge. And Chicago is a major wrestling city. It is.
Right.
It is. But man, oh man. Did it live up to the hype? I am more proud to be a wrestling. What a time to be a wrestling fan. Be a fan of professional wrestling. Let me shut up because I can go on and on. Let me shut up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say that I was just thinking as you were saying that, I was like, man, we had the Attitude Era, and my nephew, he's 15. That was how old I was when it was in the thick of it. So just imagine what he's, experiencing right now. And I mean, it's exciting. I think it's been exciting, for not a long time, but it's been exciting for some years, and I think it's just going to get better from here, hopefully. So
I can only imagine it does nothing but get better. So like, you guys have been wrestling fans for years, like myself. We've had similar conversations before. When the WWE didn't have much competition, the product got stale.
Yeah.
Right.
And not that it's a bad thing, but the product got a little stale. It's like, oh yeah, I can miss a couple weeks. I can catch up on everything at the pay-per-view, the monthly pay-per-view.
Right. Yeah.
Since AEW coming in and the things that AEW has done,
they've had to step their game up.
Yeah, it lit a fire. It definitely had to.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely had to light a fire. Even most recently, where AEW and NXT were on that one night together.
Tuesday,
yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday, not that long ago. You can tell the WWE knew that they had to pull out some stops. Because that night they had Cena there. They had Undertaker there.
Mm-hmm.
Cody wasn't Cody there. Yeah, Cody was
there.
there.
Cody had a major announcement.
So it's like, yo, I like this competition because it's making them step their game up. It's making them step the product up. Around the time I did my first interview with y'all, remember those pay-per-views was kind of like, it was okay. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was 2 good matches. Now, when you look
but it wasn't like this. Boom.
Right. When you look at, like I said, since Mania, Backlash, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the product has gotten way better.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, again, what a time to be a wrestling fan. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm going to get to some comments here right quick. Ray All Day has showed up. Hello, Adam Cole is the true king. When can I be a guest on your show? We got to work on that, Ray All Day. Oh, Orange Cassidy's 32 pounds. CM Punk is a butthead as well. And Randy Orton looks great. All that in one. All kinds of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, Randy does look great. Holy tamale.
God.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a general comment, not a fangirl comment, because Randy looks great anyway, fangirl comment. But, I mean, he looked really good Saturday, just in general.
I'll make the fangirl comment. And my mom and I were talking, and we were like, yeah, girls like Roman Reigns, women like Randy Orton.
Yo, Randy, lightweight, this is the best shit Randy Orton's ever done.
Hang on. I had to do it.
Like, get the fangirl now. But this is lightweight the best Randy has ever looked.
Yeah.
Randy looks like a kid again.
Yeah.
Like, Randy looks amazing.
It's the 80s baby thing. Come on now.
Aging backwards. He's aging backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Randy looked phenomenal. A year. Yeah. What was that? How long did they say it was out? A year plus?
Over a year and a half, 18 months.
Didn't look like 18 months to me.
No.
Didn't look 18 months to me. Randy got in there and literally like picked up right where he left off.
Absolutely.
Like, man, he looked great. Absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. I agree. The Saint from the Real Wrestling Community, he says he has a bet with an acquaintance that CM Punk will be top merch sales within 90 days. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was going to say in maybe 90 hours. It's been, 72 hours? Since, yeah. So we're getting close to that 90-hour mark. I bet you that's what's happened.
I agree.
What's going to happen? Christine, glad to see you. Yes, Randy was beautiful. Preach it. Yes.
Saucy girl. Let me take a step back. Y'all get to. Ooh, Randy. Whoa, relax.
Hey, if the
I,
guys can do it, we can have our little moments too.
Hey, no argument for me. No argument.
listen, the Mister, he rolls his eyes when I look at Roman or whatever, but let Mandy Rose come on TV or Trish Stratus, the game change. Okay, like, oh, what was that 5 minutes ago?
Nia Jax got my heart in a chokehold. That's Nia.
I got you. I got you.
What was that comment? What did he say? What was it? 90 days? What was it?
Yeah, he made a bet with. He made it. Hold on. He made a bet with an acquaintance that CM Punk will be top merch sales within 90 days. And I was like, well, maybe 90 hours. He's like, why do you think I said 90 days? I gave some room to breathe.
Okay. Yeah. That. I know we said we'll talk about that later, but yeah. Bro, I don't know if Nia can work it. She can, because she worked one on my heart. This is for Nia.
Yeah.
Yeet. There you go.
Yeet.
Oh, that's our new thing now too. So yeah, we're going to talk about Survivor Series because, as we were talking earlier, if we talked about Full Gear 2, we would be here all night. Obviously, we all do not have all night, so we're just going to focus on Survivor Series tonight. We'll focus on Full Gear and whatnot probably next week. And next week, we will have Tim Sherry on the show, one of our good friends of the show. He will be on the show with us next week, so be sure to tune into that. So the first match we'll go over. Hold on, maybe you still have it. Let me see. Hold on.
Our hype video?
Do you still have that clip on here?
The hype video?
No. Talking about William Regal. Oh yes. We'll have to skip that one tonight. We got to do this one because of War Games.
War Games.
All right.
Yeah. I forgot I had that on there. So good. I'm glad you remembered.
Yeah. Ron wants to know what was in your glass, Phil.
Oh, this is 20 grand. This is vodka and cognac.
Oh my. We'll let you have that. I just got a Mountain Dew.
Nothing wrong with that. It's my off day. I'm with peaches and power bombs after a long stretch. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's do it. I'm with it.
Yes. All right. We're gonna talk War Games. They opened with Women's War Games, Team Bianca versus Damage Control. What were y'all's thoughts?
Absolutely amazing. Amazing. Io Sky off the top of the cage with the torpedoing herself with the garbage can over her.
Oh gosh, that was spot of the night.
Oh my God. Charlotte off the top of the cage. That match rivaled the men's match.
I thought it was better.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where the skills, it's when you look at the talent, the pure athleticism from Bianca to Bayley to Charlotte to Io to Shotzi to everyone. Asuka. Everyone was amazing. The storytelling was great. You look at the rivalries between Bianca and Bayley, but then Bianca and Asuka. It was so good.
Yeah, they played with Charlotte and Becky there for a minute too.
Yes. Yep.
That was well done.
Very well put together, thought out, drawn out. It was just phenomenal. That's what we as wrestling fans look for. That's what we love about professional wrestling. The storytelling, the abilities, the athleticism. You look at what these ladies did, that was badass. It was just badass. It just was. Like, yo, like you look at those spots, what did they tied up Becky and
Bianca.
And then they all did like the 4 drop. Man, come on, man. Come on. That was absolutely fantastic.
Anything to add to that, Marie?
Oh yeah, I just want to say that Io Sky trash can spot was probably the highlight, besides the returns and all of that kind of stuff. But just far as match wise, I think that was the highlight of the night. My nephew, he got to watch that match with me before he went to bed, and he just sat there and giggled about that forever. He just thought that was so funny, and he made me rewind it, and it was a fun little moment that I got to have with him.
Excuse me.
And I saw a lot of people saying at first they didn't like the match, but then when the bell rang and everybody was inside, that's when it picked up. And they didn't like the fact that the baby faces had the advantage, because that's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be the heel, and can they overcome? But that's not really the story that they were trying to tell in this match. It was more about Bayley, and can Bayley keep her team together? Are they going to turn against her? Are they going to let her take the fall? And they did. She took the pin, and we're going to see what the aftermath of that is, probably on SmackDown, starting to get that ball rolling on what's going to happen with Bayley. That was the whole point, was what is going to happen with Bayley. So, kudos to them for not doing the typical thing of, the heels have the advantage, and can they, it was very creative in how they told this story.
Yeah, and two, you got so much you got so many layers to this.
I'm sorry, this is too funny.
What up, Tim? What's up, Tim? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man.
Saint says that he's sipping on whiskey himself. We're doing good, Timothy. We're glad to see you. Sorry, y'all. I kind of got like a little runny nose going on, but yeah. So anywho, yeah, there's so many different layers to this, and I think it don't always have to be what Marie said. Can the baby faces overcome the heels? Everybody had beef with Damage Control, but Damage Control is kind of like all over the place because of Bayley's ego, right? So you have that going on, and then on the other side, you got Charlotte and Becky with their storied history. Can they coexist? They needed another person, and Becky was that person. And the women's War Games was very well done. My favorite women's War Games though was the NXT one, Team Ripley versus I think it was Team Bianca. Where Dakota Kai turned on Tegan Knox. That was my favorite War Games.
Yep.
Women's War Games, that is.
Yep.
That was my favorite one, is the women. But this was really good too. I mean, I don't think there's been a women's War Games that hasn't been, subpar or anything. I think all of them have been good in their own right. So
this War Games moved the bar.
Yeah.
It definitely moved the bar. And that is something that you're really going to have to. They set a tone, and now it's I can't expect anything less. I can't. I just can't. I can't.
It's going to be it's the new standard.
Yes. Yes, it is.
The bar. We're going to talk about that later too. Set the bar.
Yeah.
All right. Anything more to add to that before we go forward? Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were pointing at yourself. I'm like, yes. Okay. I'm going to get to the comments right quick, and then we will. I am so happy that Santos Escobar is healed. It's about time. Yes. It was a matter of if, not when.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah.
Yep.
No, not matter of if, when. That's what I meant. Sorry, guys. All right.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
I'm asked backwards. It's okay. But all right. So we're gonna move on from women's war games, and in case you've been living under a rock the last 72 hours, we've had 3 returns Saturday, and this was the best one yet. Our boy R-Truth made a surprise comeback Saturday.
Man.
We all love some R-Truth around here at Peaches and Power Bombs.
Man.
Even Triple H said that was the comeback of the night. I mean,
at the press conference, he sure did. Yeah. Man.
My nephew called me and had to tell me that. Are you watching the press conference? I'm like, Alex, it's 11 something at night. I'm trying to go to bed. I got to go to work. Well, let me tell you what happened. Triple H said R-Truth was comeback of the night. I said, because it was. Good night.
Yeah. I don't think we realized how much we missed R-Truth until we saw him back.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Man. That spot that he did. First of all, R-Truth is just comedy gold.
Yes.
They not chips. They not crisp. They ruffles. You can taste the meat in them. Bro. Like, his timing and everything is just perfect.
I would love to see him doing comedy.
Man.
After wrestling, because I'm pretty sure he would just be a sellout because he's so funny. And I know he's got a lot of stories, you know?
Oh, yeah. His delivery and his demeanor, the way he even shifts his eyes, it's like, dude, this cat is amazing. This cat, I'm so glad Truth is back.
Me too.
Me too.
Has anyone done comedy and wrestling like R-Truth? I mean, it's silly, but it doesn't feel stupid. It just feels like lighthearted, fun, silly, and just the way he does things. Like last night on Monday Night Raw, he's sitting there in the Judgment Day clubhouse thing with the jelly rolls and the powdered sugar all over his mouth.
That was
I got the platinum.
all over his face, all over the couch. You know what? Thinking back to it, to answer your question, the only person that really comes to mind was maybe Goldust.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he had the stutter?
Tourette's, yeah.
Tourette's, yeah. I don't think we've had anything like R-Truth.
And he's an amazing wrestler too.
Yeah.
I wish they would do more with him on that front, but other than that, yeah, I mean, he is.
I mean, if you can stand there in the ring with Brock Lesnar and make Brock just break character and just die out laughing, and then go to the back to the head, you know, it was Vince McMahon then, and go, hey Vince, I want to work more with him because that was fun. You know, who else can do that?
Yeah. When you look at some of the when you look at how many people he's had break character, y'all seen that video, right? All the people R-Truth has had break character. It's like, you're not even in the match. I'm not.
Right.
That's my bad.
Oh, last night too, he was like, hey, if you need another team member for Survivor Series, here I am. And they're like, that was 2 days ago. Oh, my bad. Did y'all win? No, we didn't.
I got some good news for y'all. Did y'all hear Randy Orton's back? Like, perfect.
Right.
Perfect. Like, Truth is comedy gold, man. Truth is And I wonder, is a lot of that? I wonder, do they just give him free creative control to just go do,
Yeah, I
just go
wonder.
do that. Let's see how
Can
that
you
works.
imagine how much fun it'd be just to hang around him? I've actually met Archers, and he is a great guy.
Really?
Yes, I met him, San Jose.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
I was so nervous. Like, hi, I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you. And he didn't hear me the first time because I'm speaking so loud. He's like, say all that again. And I'm like, hi, I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you. I enjoy. It's when all of us have met wrestlers. I know for me, like, it's exhausting by the end of the night because, like, you're sitting there and you're just like, I don't want to say something stupid. Like, while I'm waiting in line, I'm already nervous. And I'm like, I just want to say something intelligent. I don't want to say that. Oh my God, I love you. I did that with the Usos and I about fell apart. But anyway, so you're trying to think of something to say something intelligent to say, because you don't want to be an idiot or act like an idiot, I should say. And yeah, but he was really sweet. He's like, it's okay, you can speak up. Yeah, he was really, really, really nice. But yeah, I don't know where we were going. I just remembered that I actually have the picture up here. Hold on, let me see if I can get it down. Right here.
Oh, yo, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had my hand on his because I was like, I'll hang that up when I get done here. Make sure that don't fall. But yeah.
I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back. And I follow him on TikTok too. He does some stuff on TikTok. He goes live sometimes, but I haven't really caught much of it. Timothy, don't hate on my boy Jelly Roll. I love me some Jelly Roll. Jelly and Bunny, they're my favorite couple right now. I just love them.
I gotta tell you, out of the 3 returns, I'm happy about 2. I'm on the fence about one of them.
I don't know what the third third one is.
We're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna say
he ain't there yet. I know he ain't there yet, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Truth has not aged at all.
He hasn't. I think R-Truth has the Ring of Power from Lord of the Rings. He has not aged. He hasn't. From like even back when I first realized who he was in TNA. He still looks the same.
Yeah. I remember when he was K-Quick and he was in a tag team with Road Dogg.
Wow.
And he was in a faction with Road Dogg and Conan called was it 3 Live Crew? It was something like that. But I really loved them as a faction together in TNA. And and that's the thing too, in TNA, I think he was their first champion when TNA came up. He was their first champion.
Yeah.
That's something a lot of people don't know, and he was really good in that run. Yes.
And I think he's still really good. Like R-Truth, I think R-Truth.
I just got the look from the mister. I think I said something wrong.
I don't know. There's a specific reason why.
I do know it. We were talking about that. Please do. Thank you. Sorry.
No, I don't. What I was saying was, I don't know if it's maybe like a health reason or something as to why Truth hasn't been in the ring as much. But if he did get back in the ring, like full time, he still got it. I believe he still has it. Like, I can't see him not missing a step.
Me neither.
Sugar Shane is in the house. Our Truth is great. He reminds me so much of Brick House Brown. They both don't get the credit they deserve.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. Not to jump ahead. I know you guys got a show order, but speaking of that comment that Shane just made, one person who does not get enough credit is The Miz.
Yes. That's a good segue, Alora, into our next match, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Miz.
Truth and McMahon are friends. Christina, I remember back when they first started introducing him, he was in prison.
Who, Truth? Was that his gimmick?
Was it?
I have no idea.
I can't remember. Yeah. So, I'm all over the place here. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, that is a great segue. They had the Intercontinental Championship match after the Women's War Games in R-Truth, and that was Gunther versus The Miz, and I thought this was a great match too.
It was.
I like the build up to it. I like the fact that The Miz kind of stood his ground in the build up to this, and we knew he was going to lose, but I think he put in a valid effort here.
I love the story. So I'm a huge fan of kind of what they're doing right now with the titles. Gunther beating Honky Tonk Man's title.
Yes.
Yeah.
Title reign. Roman Reigns is approaching Hulk Hogan's title reign, if I'm correct.
Yes.
It'd be this time next year. Should they keep the championship on him, that he would break Backlund and Hogan's record, because Backlund and Hulk Hogan are separated by 4 days.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And in February, he's going to break Bruno Sammartino's second record, not his first, but his second one.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at that, that's something that does not happen in this microwave, quick change era of I want it now. Gunther has impressed me. Gunther is like a technical Brock.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him and Brock.
Oh, that's my dream match. That's my dream match.
Oh, that's gonna happen sooner rather than later. I think we'll see that at Mania, if not this coming up year, the year after, hopefully. Yeah. It's got to, because Gunther to me is MVP of 2023. This was his year.
Yeah.
If you think of what, if you think WWE, the first WWE MVP 2023, Gunther would be the first person I think of, from his performance at the Royal Rumble to this historic Intercontinental Championship run. Hello. And he has put in banger after banger after banger.
After banger. And which is phenomenal. And then when you look at Miz, and I think they worked that storyline perfectly.
Yes.
Because for those that don't know, Mike Mizanin came from the real world many years ago. And even when he was on the real world, all he ever talked about was professional wrestling. I'm going to be in the WWE one day. He was about that life. This is a guy that's truly living his dream. Whether you hate The Miz, whether you love The Miz, you cannot take away his accolades. You just cannot. You just can't.
He's worked for it.
His in-ring work, phenomenal. His out-of-the-ring work, phenomenal. His promos, his gimmicks, everything. Even when he was the kind of like the punk rocker kid, he was good. He was good. He's always had it. He has been a legit student of the game. Mm-hmm. And for them to get in there and put on a clinic, that wasn't just a fluff match.
No.
That was a good match.
No.
That was a good match. Even with how Miz did him the Raw before Survivor Series with the low blow, and then he fix this tie and all that. That's classic Miz. That's classic Miz. And to do that to this new brute, this unbeatable champion, this one that has bulldozed over everyone, I'm here for it.
Absolutely. I loved every bit of this because number one, the Intercontinental Championship has always been my favorite title in the WWE since I was a kid, because it's kind of the title that they give to someone to see what they're going to do and see if they're ready for the next step.
Right.
That's the way it was back when we were kids anyway.
Yes.
It defined so many careers.
It kind of fell off of that, but then the reason why I love The Miz so much is because he brought that back in 2016, and him and Dolph Ziggler made that title mean something again.
Yes. Yes.
So I always appreciate him, and I got to meet him a couple months ago, back in July, I think, July or August, and I got to tell him to his face that he was my favorite Intercontinental Champion of the modern era. And he looked at me and he was like, "Really?" Like, I don't think he hears that very often, but it's true. I told him, I was like, you know, that's my favorite title since I was a kid. And he was like, "Me too." And I said, "And you're my favorite champion of the modern era." And I was so happy that I got to tell him that and everything, because he really does. And he really does deserve to hear things like that, because you know, that title does mean something, that has a lot of heritage. So
yes,
and then now with Gunther, and outside of Brock, Gunther is my favorite WWE wrestler. There's just something about big dudes, the big mean dudes that just come in, beat people up, and go home. Love it. So I loved every bit of this, and it's not over for The Miz, because he did get in Gunther's face last night on Monday Night Raw and said, "You said that your next challenger should come to you directly, so here I am." And Gunther looked at him and he said, "Well, you know, on Saturday you proved that you belong in the ring, but not with me." And he walks off. Yeah. It was great.
Those are
man, you know what? It's sad. This might be a stretch here. And please give me your feedback. Miz is one of those people that I truly believe we won't really appreciate what he's done for the business until he's gone.
Right. Or much later. I think it's starting to happen. Like, for the longest time, people were dogging on Michael Cole and saying he's a horrible, you know, announcer, you know, a commentator and everything. And now that he has the reins off, you know, the chains off a little bit, we're really get to see the real Michael Cole.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my goodness, Michael Cole is awesome. Look at the emotion that he's portraying and everything like that. I think it's kind of the same thing, that once we get older and once we get more mature, we look at wrestling in a different way.
Yes.
In the way it's supposed to be portrayed. And we're like, okay, you have been here a really long time, and I'm going to appreciate you for guiding us along this way and dealing with all of that stuff that you had.
I tell you what, Michael Cole, you know, it really, I mean, that night when Jerry Lawler had his heart attack, I mean, no, I don't think anybody else could have handled it like he did.
No.
Yeah.
That was a consummate professional right there.
And, you know, when Bray Wyatt passed away a couple months ago and everything and all that happened, you know, he was a true professional during that as well.
Yes. Yeah, he did very well with that too, because, you know, him and Terry Funk passed away in that same week. Those were two huge deaths in pro wrestling, and he was pretty you know, he handled all that well. And I'm starting to like Michael Cole a little bit now that the chains are off. But before that, I felt like that dude on TikTok. I don't know if anybody ever does TikTok, but the dude on TikTok says Teenagers 2023, and he's like, "Bruh, you doing too much, bruh. You being real mid right now, bruh." That's how I felt every time Michael Cole came on. bro, you doing too much. But
Yeah.
but now he's a little more vocal, and I think I like that, especially when he was like heel rip, like he was ripping on Top Dollar there for a while, and he was ripping on somebody else just recently. I can't think of who it is at this moment, but
And also too, when Seth Rollins came out and cut that promo with Michael Cole in the ring, this dude has only missed 3 days of work in like 25 something years.
that is wow.
And most recently was for, I think, one of his kids' graduations or something like that.
Okay.
You look at what a lot of these people have contributed to the business. You can't take that away from them.
Hey, I was gonna put you on, but I was waiting for Phil to finish his comment.
What up, bro? What's going on, man?
What's going on, dude?
Woo?
What's going on, Phil?
We got the gang back together over here.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, I got 10 comments over here, so let me usher over here right quick. Beep, 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 beep. Where we go? Let's see. Sarah from Buckle Bomb Entertainment, how you doing, girl? Was this the first pay-per-view premium live event with more returns than title matches?
Yeah,
I would say so.
yeah, because I think there was only 2 title matches, because there was only 5 matches in total.
Mm-hmm. Christine says Roman needs to lose the title. He never defends it. It's not right. Yeah. They need to do more with that. I will say that as a Roman fan.
They complained about Roman Reigns. They complained about it.
Yeah, they did it with Brock too.
I agree.
Before you say anything, Marie.
Well, is that what you did? You plugged your ear?
Excuse me.
I don't mind Roman having the title and keeping it hostage and only coming out and making it feel special.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point of it. That's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Christine, again, it's Brock coming back. I keep seeing stuff in Newsmax that he is.
Yeah, he's coming back.
WrestleMania season's coming. Shane, you're right. We were just getting through talking about The Miz. The Miz is Hall of Fame bound. Oh, yeah, he's first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Hopefully he comes back at the Royal Rumble because I'll be there and I haven't seen him wrestle in person yet. So, please.
Alma is here with us. What's up, Majestic Maria, Laura? How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good. Resting up. Oh, gosh. Got a Charlie horse. Ooh, Thanksgiving. Oh, dang. Well, I'm glad they brought you some stuff, Alma.
Yeah.
Did you happen to go to Spire Series, Phil, or no?
No, bro. I had to work, bro.
Oh, man. All right. You missed CM Punk, man. All right.
I know.
He held Seth Rollins. Yeah, he was up there with him. Was
Yes, he did.
I may go to World's End.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, World's End's going to be in Long Island.
Wow, okay.
At the Nassau Coliseum.
Oh,
SummerSlam 2002. That was one of the pay-per-views that was there. The greatest SummerSlam of all time.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky. Gosh.
Yeah.
There was one match that you missed on here. It was Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar.
Did I not put it in there? I have it in my notes. Oops.
No, you don't. You didn't.
Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and talk about that. You can.
We'll go over that right quick, and then we'll go to the other half. I think Santos won, didn't he? I think I was kind of in and out of this match.
It was supposed to have been Carlito, but he got attacked or removed from the situation. So Dragon Lee decided that Dragon Lee offered to take his position. I think this was smart because Carlito hasn't really done much as far as wrestling wise on the show since he debuted. And I think that they realized that they were going to book themselves into a corner because right now Santos Escobar does not need to lose. But Carlito doesn't need to lose either. So having Dragon Lee take his spot in this match and kind of represent LWO, but Santos Escobar still gets to show what he's supposed to, being that dastardly heel that we who watched him in NXT know he's capable of. So I thought that this was perfect. And the match itself was really good too. No concerns there.
For me, you said it perfectly and eloquently.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's almost like you wrote that in cursive. Like I can hear your writing on paper in cursive with that like perfect description of it. Yeah.
Well, I was a writer before I was an orator, so
I know. I didn't forget. I know you got the power of the pen. I know you are definitely a boss when it comes to literature.
So, Geek, being that you came in late, what was your thoughts on the women's war games and the great return of R-Truth and the Intercontinental title match?
It was the greatest return of R-Truth. You know, it's so awesome to see R-Truth back on our screens again. You know, and that women's war games match, man, EO was crazy.
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like taking that trash can and just, you know, using it as a weapon as well as her body. You know, just awesome. You know, doing the dive off the top rope. You could do double the damage that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Gunther and Miz? What'd you think of Gunther and Miz?
Man, Miz showed up today.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this much about Miz. People give him a lot of shit, but he improved so much since he first started. So,
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he's slowly becoming a really great, all-time great, and he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
He's put in the time and effort for sure.
But go ahead, Geek.
No, I was just gonna say, look who's in the chat. Papa Dank is in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm about to head over to the comments.
Pop in the comments. What's up, Pop?
What's up, Papa?
Alma
Dank?
says she is all for LA Knight being the next champion. So will Cody Rhodes. She's got a feeling the three-way coming to WrestleMania. You never know.
They haven't done that since what? Daniel Bryan, Triple H, and Batista?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that Orton? Was that Batista?
Thank you, Sarah. Good to see you.
Roman Reigns, Edge, and Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
One.
Papa Dank,
good to see you. Gotta have you on here too one of these days.
Yeah. What's up, dude?
And you know what's crazy? Just a quick touch on the Miz real quick. When you look at how long he's been in the business, it doesn't seem that long.
No,
but it's been that long. Like even what was that thing that they had John Cena for a while back? Like 2 decades, 20 years.
Yeah,
years. And it's like, wait a minute. What year is this?
Yeah.
You almost forget, like, damn, it's really been 20 years.
Don't forget he's been part of the real world as well.
Yeah,
we were talking about that.
Like, yo, wait. You've really been doing this for how long?
Back when the real world was good when he was on there, I remember he did it was, I don't know, I don't think it was like a blooper reel or something, but anyway, he was sitting there, he had this like fake title, he's like, I'm the Miz, and talking like The Rock and stuff. I was like, man, this dude is wild. Eat my words, you know.
He's living the dream, man. He is.
I know.
God bless him, man. God bless him.
And then he became a celebrity, just became wrestler. And he just became a joke in the beginning, but he truly...
Yeah, he's put in the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone like another one that I'm going to say this right now, Logan Paul is another guy that really did put in the work. A lot of people criticized him in the beginning becoming a celebrity, but how many great matches has he had?
Oh, Bill!
No? You're not a Logan Paul fan?
No, it's not that. It's not that. My gripe. Here's why I can give Logan Paul credit. I appreciate Logan Paul for taking it seriously.
Yes.
Prior to that, how many actors, celebrities did we see get in the wrestling game and the Hall of Fame of Celebrity Hall of Fame, and they didn't really take it serious. I was impressed. The first celebrity that really impressed me was Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Bad Bunny.
Yes.
When it was like, yo,
Stephen Amell's good too. Stephen Amell.
Yeah. With Logan Paul, it was like, yo, okay, he really takes this serious.
He got a lot of praise from saving Rey Mysterio there a while back with that.
Yeah. Like he's not a danger in the ring.
No, not at all.
Which I can appreciate. Which I can really appreciate. For me, it's kind of like, should y'all put a title on him a little too early? Should he have had a title match with Roman a little too early? Could he have put on? You look at his match with Ricochet. You look at his battles with Ricochet. 5-star.
Oh yeah.
5-star.
They complement each other so well.
Yes, they do. When I see Ricochet with Logan Paul, I see Ricochet and Will Ospreay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, we talked about long title reigns a while ago with Roman Reigns and Gunther. I have a feeling that Logan Paul is probably going to hold on to that U.S. championship for a little while.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, as long as they put effort into it, it's a win-win for everybody. That's, at least to me, at least for us, he's good at, he's good. He's impressive. People enjoy it. So I mean, it's not like, oh, they just put it on him to make money. He actually could do something. So, so I understand your point too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times there's so many of them that come in, they don't take it seriously. You're just like, why are you? You're just here to collect a check, man. Go on, But
I kind of felt that way about Ronda.
Ronda to me, like, I think she could do it. I don't know, like the character is where
that part right there where you was just like, I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Okay, I got you.
I'm stuck there, like
Ronda's in Ring of Honor now.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, did you do it because you love the business, or did you do it to collect a check?
Yeah.
She looked like she was having a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, her match with Shayna was really good. Actually, they did the MMA rules. You could tell she was in her environment, and it was actually really good.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Ronda's there. I think she'll really benefit there. The other two horsewomen from MMA are there. So I think it'll be better for her, and I think she'll be back in WWE. When, I don't know, but but for now, she's let her go there, have fun.
Yeah.
Go from there. And speaking of women, we'll go into the women's title match. Great segue again. Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark. I caught bits and pieces of this one too. I had made a post Saturday night. The Mister and I had got home just in time for the pay-per-view to start, but my Xbox One decided it wasn't going to come on. And so I had to unplug it, leave it unplugged for a little while, and plugged it back in by the time this match was on. So I caught only bits and pieces of this match.
Rhea Ripley.
I'm in love with Rhea. What can't Rhea do? What can't she do? She's a fighting champ. She puts on 5-star match. Rhea is a beast.
Yep.
I want to know who's going to beat her.
Who?
No, I'm saying I want to know who's going to beat her. That's why.
Who would dethrone Rhea Ripley? Yeah, that's a very good question.
That's a good question.
Nia.
No. Here's the thing. Here's who's gonna beat Rhea Ripley. Everyone's gonna hate me on it. Please don't hate me. It's gonna be the Queen herself.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
They're just keeping the title warm for Charlotte to come back and win that title back right now.
When you had said you were like, you're gonna hate me, I was like, let me go over here.
Okay,
I don't know who beats her. Zoe Stark.
Zoe
I'm gonna
Stark's
talk
had an
about-
incredible year too.
Yeah.
Her ring worker is fine, but I think she needs something to make her stand out.
I can see that.
And she lost here, and she lost last night to Nia Jax as well. So it's kind of like they don't even know what to do with Zoe Stark. They see that they have something, but she at the same time she's kind of missing something at the same time. So it's like, okay, what do we do with this girl? I think she kind of needs to figure something out, like as far as character wise, or I don't want to say gimmick, but just figure out who she is and how she can portray that on the screen.
I'm going with my boo Nia. I'm going with Nia. I just am. I just am.
You see what Kane said?
Because Nia has that chip on her shoulder.
I will say this: if Nia is the one who does it, it'll be more believable than anybody currently on the roster. I don't know if there's anyone in NXT that looks like that they could come up and do something with Rhea Ripley anytime soon, because I don't really watch NXT all that much.
Not really.
But something, right now, I'm just like, I don't know. Rhea Ripley will have that title forever, I guess. I mean,
Triple H mentioned in his press conference that somebody had asked him about Jade Cargill, and he was like, I'm ready whenever she is. Do y'all think that could be a possible program in 2024?
Possibly.
maybe.
Possibly.
I don't think you can eliminate Jade Cargill from the conversation just yet.
No.
Oh no, she's not even.
I don't think
She's not even in the conversation right now because they're having.
I would say that she's not in the convo yet.
No, but you got to keep it in the back of your mind because you never know what they're thinking either.
I don't think
he
they
also
can put her right in as champ either to go up against the champ.
I'd start in NXT though. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Triple H also said in that press conference that she was, and not in so many words, he said it a little bit more eloquently and professionally than I'm about to, but he said that she had some training to do and some things to learn, and that she was kind of behind on all of that. And because they do things a little bit differently than AEW, and she kind of learned the AEW way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
The AEW's way of doing things may not necessarily be wrong, but it's just not the way that WWE does things, and so she's having to learn their system and the way that they do it. So she's got a lot to learn before she's even on the show.
Yeah,
so it'll be some time.
Yeah, WWE definitely has a different style, and we've seen good examples over the years of who can adjust to it and who doesn't adjust so well to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, good Lord, we are on fire with comments tonight, guys.
Kane's heading up the comments right now. So
yeah. Hey, Kane, how are you doing?
Which he'll be on my podcast tomorrow at 4:30.
Okay, yeah.
So little cheap plug there. There you go.
We got you, Papa Nick. We got you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she wrestled like a man, which is the biggest compliment for a women's wrestler. She should go for the Intercontinental title or something.
I was hoping Randy Orton RKO'd her last night. I was just hoping.
Oh, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I hopefully I'm not the only one.
It's not a matter of if, it's when.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are several RKOs in the queue.
Oh,
we got one waiting for her. We got one waiting for Jey Uso. We got one waiting for Cody Rhodes. It's coming.
It's really easy to answer who dethrones Ripley. Someone get it. Come on.
Triple threat.
Triple threat.
I also think that right now too, Rhea is just white hot fire. She just is, man. She just is with everything that's going on within the Judgment Day, and in my opinion, she's the real leader.
Oh yeah, she's the glue to the Judgment Day.
She's the real leader of Judgment Day.
Yep, exactly.
It's and shout out to Judgment Day too with what they got going on, because the heat. This may sound really silly. The heat that Dominic gets.
No, I agree.
Makes you hate them even more, and that hatred of them makes them perform even better.
Yes.
So I typically watch it more often than not. Watch it, they're Raw, SmackDown, whatever. I don't get a chance to go to the shows anymore like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every time Dominic gets a chance to talk and the boos and everything, I have a couple different buddies in many different states, many different cities. And I thought, okay, maybe they turn his mic down and crank the other mic up to kind of pan in the sound of the boos. No. Literally, when he goes to talk, the booing gets so loud, it's deafening.
This is amazing.
It's literally not anything that they're doing. It's no camera tricks. It's no mic play. That heat in and of itself, and then you got Rhea as good as she is, and then you got Finn and
Damian Priest
as good as they are, and you got Dominic and then JD, and then you added in that factor of Drew just for the Survivor Series aspect of it all.
Uh-huh.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
And speaking of Dominic, I want to give him his kudos too, because he got to be Randy Orton's first one-on-one match in 2 years. And Randy has the power to be able to go to the back and say, give me Finn or give me somebody else with more experience. But he trusted Dominic enough to have his first match back with him. And so that says a lot about Dominic and how far he's come, that someone like Randy Orton is willing to get.
Randy Orton watched him grow up literally backstage.
Yeah. That speaks to the character. That speaks to the backstage leadership.
Right.
We've all been around the business long enough to know that there is a camaraderie, there's a bond. It's a fraternity and a sorority of brotherhood, sisterhood, that we all have trust, faith, belief in one another when we're doing what we're doing. Right. Randy could have easily said, nah, give me a Ricochet, give me anybody but the kid.
Right.
And they would have given it to him. Dominic has been what? Maybe a year in?
About 3.
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
It's
3.
It's 3 because 2020.
Oh, yes.
That's how I remember.
Yeah. He and even then he could have said, give me someone else. Randy is looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, I might not be around much longer. Let me prepare this newer generation.
Yeah.
John Cena's doing it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're at that point in their career where they're like, you know what?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be long. Bring me the new ones. Let's see what they got. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Before we segue, let me get back here. Dom's booze would not be a thing in the UK. He absolutely
like a hero.
Really? That's interesting.
Well, yeah, the UK is rather unique, right?
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. I must be dumb because I never know when an injury is legit or planned for the wrestler to be out for something like a vacation. How do you guys know if they aren't really hurt?
If the camera is on them, it is a good clue.
Mm-hmm.
So, Saucy, what was her name? Christine?
Christine. Mm-hmm.
If you ever see the camera guy cut away like that to kind of get it off of something, it's serious.
Or if you ever see a referee do like this, that means there's a legit injury. But sometimes they play the fans.
They do.
They play the fans.
They do.
Yeah, the smart fans. They'll play with you sometimes, but yeah, in most cases, what Phil said and the X symbol.
Not when I saw it.
Yeah, see, Kane just said the same thing, that they will play with the fans.
Yeah, and also too, you can kind of tell if something doesn't look and or feel right, like ew. Well, you just get like, ugh, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I remember, man, I will never forget, like, Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania, I think it was 19, where Brock tried to do the shooting star press and about broke his neck. God, I can't watch that. It's awful.
Yeah.
It was amazing he did not break his neck.
I was there for Moxley versus Ray Phoenix when Moxley.
Yes, that one.
That was
scary.
rough.
That was scary, and Moxley didn't get up midway during the commercial. Not like at the tipping point of the commercial, like midway of the commercial, which is really scary. I'm like,
yeah, it's been some gruesome injuries where it's just kind of like,
Psycho Sid much? Y'all remember that?
Oh God!
I can't watch that.
Let's see it again. Let's see it again.
Oh no!
No, that's what WCW used to do. Be like, let's see it again. Let's see it again. I'm like, and they used to do it in slow mo, and I was like, no, not again. How about
talk about something else?
How about we don't show it? How about we don't show it? How about that one?
Gruesome injuries and all that stuff. Let's head to the closing. Well, not closing of the show. To me, this is probably my favorite match of the night. I will go ahead. Well, yeah, the Judgment Day versus Team Cody Rhodes. I'll go ahead and start. To me, with the buzz surrounding CM Punk, which we will get to, and with the whole, with everybody having a story with Judgment Day, this is another one with yet so many layers. I think from start to finish, this match was well done because, they're in Chicago. The buzz is just unreal. CM Punk is probably coming back, right? Nobody knows at this point. So they kept people guessing. I made a post on here too, and I'm like, oh, they said Randy Orton hadn't showed up for the match yet. So that got people talking, and that was my first thought. Was great. CM Punk's gonna join, and but it was drama. The drama. You're like, what's gonna happen? It kept me on the edge of my seat. I ain't gonna lie. And from start to finish, Seth Rollins went right in on, I think it was Finn Balor. He jumped Finn Balor and was ready to go. That's how you got to get it going because, people are like, they know CM Punk's coming back. So you got to keep them distracted. You got to keep them on this match so they can forget about it for a minute and focus on what's going on in the ring. And yeah, so many good things. And then by the time it was Randy Orton's turn to come out, they kind of played it with the cash in, with Rhea having Damian Priest's Money in the Bank briefcase and trying to cash it in because at this rate, Judgment Day was completely took over. Everybody's out. Damian Priest just nails Seth through the table with a razor's edge. And, you know, they had that dramatic pause. Then Rhea came out.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what is going on? And then Randy came out. That's how you do it. That's how you got to keep a crowd like Chicago on their toes. And that was well done.
You have to.
It made you forget about CM Punk for a minute because you had so much going on because you're like, okay, is Randy going to be here? And then you got Rhea coming out with the Money in the Bank. You're like, shit, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. What? No, not like this. No. It was really good. And I like how when Randy came out, he kind of did it.
Yeah.
Like, gotcha.
Man. Tag me in. Bam! When CM Punk left WWE, I have been to at least 4 or 5 Chicago shows since. It was at the show with The Shield versus Evolution. It was one day where Raw was here, Christmas Day. I've been to plenty of shows since CM Punk has left. And every time you hear CM Punk chants, that's what you're going to hear.
Mm-hmm. It's a given.
It was, what was that? Remember they were spinning that angle with Chad Gable and what was his tag team partner that they were spinning as Kurt Angle's Black Son?
Oh, Jason Jordan.
Which was kind of funny. I was there then, and remember they won they took Chad out and Kurt got in and they won the tag. I was there. And even then you hear CM Punk chants. I want to be that kid. I want to be that kid again. When I know certain things are possible, I stay off social media because I want to be surprised. I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers. I want to see it and have that WTF moment. That's what I want.
Yep.
I didn't know anything about Randy. And for 10 plus years, you've heard, oh, CM Punk coming back tonight. Oh, CM Punk coming back tonight. Oh, CM Punk coming back tonight. They're doing a tribute to the troops in Chicago. CM Punk coming back tonight. You've heard that for so many years where now it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. When Orton came out and how that happened, that War Games match and that little tiff between Cody and Seth with the bull rope and that.
Oh, that was a nice homage to the Dream. I can't believe I forgot that. Sorry.
No, it's like it was like that tension between Charlotte and Becky, right?
Yeah.
But we know Cody and Seth ain't shaking hands and giving bro hugs. We know there's legit animosity there. You can see it. You can feel it. Even
story history.
Even in that. And it's like the push is he coming? Is he not? All of the above sucked you in.
Mm-hmm.
And it had me hook, line, and sinker while I'm on the couch like, is Randy coming? Are you sure? Because then Rhea came out. They had everybody beat. Rhea came out with the referee. It's like, really? This is how we're going to end it? To see Randy come out looking like he's made out of stone.
Yeah.
Chiseled from the Greek god Zeus. Like Zeus took his lightning bolt and carved him out.
I kind of like that.
And get in the cage and close the door behind him. Now, I wouldn't be no chill with Phil if I didn't make a comic book reference here. Do you guys remember the movie with Dr. Manhattan? The Watchmen. The Watchmen. You remember the Watchmen movie? Remember Rorschach?
Yes.
Geek, that's why you my dude. That's why you my dude.
It's like, do you have the button that says, "Do we become best friends"?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have it on ours, but
When Randy Orton closed the gate behind him, all I heard was Rorschach in my head. I'm not locked in here with you.
Which Rorschach are we talking? Are we talking about?
You
the one
guys
from
are
the movie?
locked in here with me.
Is that the movie or the
Mhm.
series?
The movie.
The movie. Okay.
Remember when Rorschach was in prison?
Yes.
And remember all the inmates thought they was gonna beat him up, and he said, "No, y'all not locked. I'm not locked in here with y'all.
Yes, I
Y'all
remember.
are locked in here with me."
I remember this.
And you
yes.
see JD McDonough, power slam. You see Dominic, power slam. Randy Orton was on fire.
and cueing the Michael Cole vintage RKO.
Vintage Orton.
Vintage Orton, thank
We
you.
needed that.
Yes, we did.
That Randy Orton return, we needed that in such the way that we needed our truth for the comedy gold. We needed Randy for that ruthlessness.
Yes.
Because we know Randy, above all else, is going to be ruthless.
And he fit
We
with Cody.
needed
He
that.
fit well with Cody as well. So don't forget.
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they have
Oh,
history with the legacy too. Yeah.
Oh
so-
yes. We needed that.
Can I interject that?
Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah, for the tag.
I'm
Go for the
gonna
tag.
interject for a moment.
Oh, here, I got to
and I want to say to all right. I want to interject for a moment, and I want to say too, I was really worried that everybody was gonna be overshadowed in this match because of the impending return. None of that happened.
No.
That's why I say from start to finish, that was well done.
They-
All right, I'm gonna tag Marie in because I want to get her thoughts.
Okay, well, I love Randy Orton, and I didn't appreciate Randy Orton at first when I first started watching wrestling because he just came off as like this dude that doesn't really care about wrestling. He's just there to make money, and
that
he
right,
just had
WrestleMania?
that. He just had that attitude. He kind of looked like he was stuck up too a little bit, and I was just like, I don't like this guy. I can't take it. I was like, yeah, he's okay in the ring, but I can't take it. But I don't know. The more I grew and the more he grew, the more I started to like him. And I don't know, he became more, I don't know, genuine.
Mhm.
It didn't seem like he was just trying to do something. I don't know if that makes any sense. And so I was really starting to appreciate Randy Orton a whole lot more. And then he gets hurt and he leaves. And I'm like, but I was starting to like that. Why did that have to go? Oh man, and I didn't appreciate Randy Orton when I had him, and then he's gone. And there, I'm gonna say about 6 to 8 months ago, we were really scared that Randy Orton wasn't going to be able to come back at all. So the fact that he got to come back and his first match was a War Games match is absolutely incredible. And I'm so happy that he's back. Randy Orton is a once in a lifetime talent. I don't know if there's anybody who has ever been as smooth as Randy Orton in that ring. I mean, it oozes out of him. It's like his moves are a part of him, not he's doing them. It's a part of him.
I feel like
It's
he's
beautiful.
grown into that. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's beautiful. And I was worried, oh, is he going to have are we going to, not worried, but I was anticipating him not being as smooth because it's his first time back, but he was right on there. And that RKO, where they threw JD off the top of the cage and he hit that RKO perfect.
That was pretty cool.
Loved it.
I mean, for the first RKO, I mean, come on, how could it be more epic than that? And it couldn't happen to a nicer person. I mean, come on.
To the highlight reel of RKOs.
Yeah.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
That RKO is up there with Seth's RKO at WrestleMania.
Oh, that was
for the curb stomp. That RKO is up there when Evan Bourne tried to do the shooting star press. What was the 5?
That was probably my favorite RKO.
Yeah,
that RKO and Marie. don't you hit the Eddie Kingston. Don't hit the Eddie Kingston on me. That RKO was up there when he RKO Brock.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It was up there. It was epic.
I was there that night when he came out of the crowd and RKO'd Brock out of nowhere.
It was absolutely epic.
Geek, your thoughts?
My thoughts, I absolutely love this match. I thought this match was great. And I was a little worried that the CM Punk chants were going to be overshadowed for this match because they were in Chicago. But the WWE knows how to play the system, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they played it
They
perfectly.
only did it like once, didn't they? There was one part in the beginning where they started doing that.
But they played it perfectly where they set this whole thing up where CM Punk wasn't even a part of the match, and then he came out after, which made it even bigger. So they knew how to play that system. So
okay, we're all right. And anything else on that before I head to the comments?
No.
Okay.
we're good. Tag you in.
Hold on, I'm getting up there. Thank you for telling me. It's okay, Christine. I mean, everybody's different. Sometimes you miss stuff. I miss stuff. Marie misses stuff. I mean, nobody's perfect. You don't try to look for it, but sometimes it's like a train die, I guess I could say, but I can't remember what Sid was trying to do that night.
Like a leg drop.
Yeah, it was something simple like that. That I do remember.
It was just a basic leg drop.
Kane, you hated the War Games match.
Kane.
Oh, mom, man.
Kane. How?
I'm looking at my notes right now. How are these people back on their feet after being hit in the skull with a lead pipe by Zayn from the top rope?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an adrenaline rush. I don't know. I'm just.
How dare you, Kane?
That we could all agree on.
Yes, we
Randy
can.
was jacked, boy. He was
Yes.
ready.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments. It's going to be impossible to
Yeah.
get through them all.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to bring them up. Oh yes, I agree, Christine. We're talking about how fine Randy is. Talking about Marie. Love for JD McDonough.
Yeah,
I never see the day.
Yeah.
Those RKOs was what leg drop? What did I say? Leg drop? What
About Sid. The guy was standing up. I don't even remember what it was. Something simple, and it was like, dude, what?
Yeah, don't.
Well,
Yeah.
and I am sitting here anxiously waiting to see what everybody thinks about the triumphant return of CM Punk.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. I have to sit here and hold on. I'm coming. Okay, hold on. Here we go for CM Punk. Hold on.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man. Talking about they anxious. You hear him, chick? Hey. Somebody losing sleep. They losing sleep, baby. I've been getting the best sleep of my life. I've been snoring, baby. Dreaming about this ass.
All right, and here we go.
Let's do this.
I had to kind of hype it up a little bit. All right. There has been so many moments in WWE history where hell has frozen over. One of the most biggest moments where you said hell froze over was when Eric Bischoff became general manager of Monday Night Raw. I like to say that this is up here.
Bret Hart.
Who wants the floor first? I'm gonna tag you in.
Phil is biting at the bit. He said
Lance.
no. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna have to say this is definitely up there with McMahon versus Hart is another one that where
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Bret Hart.
You never thought Bret Hart would ever come back to WWE ever, and he did. He made amends with Shawn Michaels and somewhat with McMahon.
Yeah.
But yeah, this moment, to be honest, I feel CM Punk is back in WWE, and I'm going to say this as nicely as I possibly can for now. Give it maybe 6 months. 6 months. Top 6 months. Because it would seem like he has a pattern. And it seems like he didn't last too long in his second AEW run. So who knows how long he has with his. All right, you want me to tag you in?
Me or Phil?
No, you, Marie. You.
Me?
Go, Marie.
Okay.
Go,
Wait. There you go. Tagged.
Okay. Self high five a little. Little tip of my hat to
it was kind of
my
like the hot
friend
tag.
Diamond Dallas Page.
It was kind of like the hot tag, you know.
Yeah.
You're getting beat up over there. Oh no. There you go.
Okay. I'm a big fan of CM Punk. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. He brought me back to wrestling when I was in my 20s because I stopped watching when I was about 13 or 14 because at that age you start noticing things a little bit more. And I noticed that the women were treated very badly on the show, and it kind of grossed me out, so I stopped watching it. And then when I'm like 22, 23 years old, I'm sick, laying in the bed, just, flipping through channels like you always do. And I stop on wrestling. And I'm like, I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. Not on the television anyway. I still went to local shows. And he was on there and he was talking. I was like, oh, this guy's good. So CM Punk brought me back to wrestling. So I like him. I'm sorry. But I do know that he has a very polarizing character and he's not easy to get along with. And I understand that. But at the same time, I think that his AEW run, I don't think that he handled it correctly, but I can understand why he got upset. All that stuff with Jungle Boy and everything and the Young Bucks, and it's silly, but he's not the only person in that scenario who was acting incorrectly. So I'm going to give credit, be fair to both sides. He was wrong. They were wrong too, from what I can tell. But I thought this was never going to happen. I didn't think that this was ever going to happen just from the comments that he has made in the past. However, like they said, it's a different company. Vince McMahon's not really in charge anymore. It's no. Y'all don't understand. The guys over Endeavor want to kick Vince McMahon out. They're just buying their time to be able to do it legally without getting sued first. So yeah, they're trying their best to get Vince McMahon kicked out. But yeah, I couldn't believe that this happened. And CM Punk looks like from his promo last night, he really seemed like he's trying to turn another page. And I know that people have been dogging on his promo and saying that, oh, it was underwhelming and oh, it was scripted and everything. But I think he held back on purpose because he has been the spitfire fire, and he's trying to show that he can play ball, that he's there to make them money, not just himself. I mean, him dogging on AEW is not going to make WWE any money. Him briefly mentioning the thing with Seth Rollins is what's going to make the company money and things like that. So to me, it seems like he's trying to turn another page and move on, and hopefully things will work out better this time. And if it doesn't, like I said, CM Punk has a way of he's a polarizing character, and he speaks his mind a little too much sometimes. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm happy he's back.
Okay. So yeah, so for me, a lot of people were probably wondering Saturday, oh, she ain't happy he's back. Just from how I was saying it, I much prefer Randy Orton's return versus CM Punk, right? Like I said a few minutes ago, how they structured everything was well done. I'll give them that. For me, I'm indifferent. That is what the term I'm going to use, because I'm I'm not pissed, but I'm not excited either. The analyst in me understands, hey, do what you got to do. Wherever he goes, he's going to make money. They're going to make money. Cool. But the fan in me is like, okay, you're back. Like what Lance said. How long is it going to be before that Scorpio attitude kicks in and we're seeing AEW fiasco all over again? With that being said, we don't know. We weren't there. And I hope, with his promo last night, I think for Punk, AEW got him to love wrestling again, got his feet wet a little bit, just, to get, when you get the itch and, he said it, his promo last night, he said, a wise man told me once, sometimes you have to leave somewhere for a while and then come back. That is so true. Like, I think that applies in life too. Sometimes you can't be where you want to be at that moment. You got to go somewhere else for a while, and then you come back, you're a whole different person. I think, whatever happened in AEW from with Larry, Young Bucks, all that, to Jungle Boy, who knows what else. We weren't there. I mean, people handle things differently. Everybody knows what a hothead Punk is. With that being said, I respect Punk because he speaks from the heart. That's something else he said last night. The American Dream told him, if you speak from your heart, you can never go wrong. And I think that, whether you like him, you hate him, to me, you have to respect Punk because at least he's honest. He don't bullshit with the lies, right? He ain't gonna tell you a lie. He gonna tell you how he feels in the moment, walks off, right? And Punk for me, I look up to Punk. There's things he's done on TV that I apply to in my real life because he inspired me. He still inspires me. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I know you're a Scorpio. At this stage in life, like he's probably like 3 years older than me or something. I'm 40. So like,
yeah, I think he's 44.
We're just it's kind of like you got to pick and choose your battles, right?
Right.
Like, again, we weren't there.
I will say this really quick. I'm going to throw this in there and then I'll be quiet on the subject.
You're fine.
Is that WWE actually has the leadership structure in order to hone that in. AEW didn't, and that was the problem.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. And but yeah, his promo last night was incredible. A lot of people, there were so many different takes on it. People were like, there's little subtle digs at AEW. There might not have been a direct dig at it, but I felt like that promo was well done. You know, I'm excited a little bit, but I don't want to get too excited just in case. But that's kind of how I feel. You know, I'm here for it. I like the fact how they're doing it with Seth and everything. WWE's in a different place. He's in a different place. Since Punk's been in the WWE, game has changed. Okay. You know, when Punk left, the Shield was coming on up. Seth and Roman. Seth and Roman both got titles now. They don't establish themselves above and beyond. You know, he's going to have some new people to wrestle, but the ones that he was wrestling when he left, they're running the show now. So that's going to create, that right there just creates like all kinds of stories. Like him and Seth is already going to be bomb. And I would love to, I can't wait for the promo showdown with them. I want to see a promo showdown with him and Roman, because if you want to talk about polarizing, that would be the cousin, Roman.
Don't wait.
Yes.
There you go. That now, don't forget, Paul Heyman's going to be in the mix with Roman as well.
Hold on.
You're going to fall in the chair. There you go.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying. There we go. That is so true. Oh my! It was in my mind, but it didn't quite make it.
Phil's waiting. He's biting at the bit. He's been waiting and waiting.
There's the tag. There's the
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I will not be before you long because I've been waiting and biting to get this off my chest. We have never in the history of WWE heard a pop like we heard for CM Punk this past Saturday at Survivor Series 2023. Never!
Yeah.
Ever. There has been records set by CM Punk on Twitter and social media and YouTube. If you go back and look at Monday Night Raw from last night and fact check these things, CM Punk's return, the video, the clip, that main video, that's the highest viewed video in Twitter history.
Yep.
That has been the highest video viewed in YouTube history.
Yep.
There have been more CM Punk hashtag CM Punk stuff, however, in social media history ever.
Yep.
Ever. I'm scared, ladies and gentlemen. I'm scared.
Absolutely sure, Kane. That is 100% correct.
Yes, Michael Kane, Michael, yes. In Twitter history, yes. I'm scared. Let me tell you why. When CM Punk came to AEW, I called him the Jesus Christ of professional wrestling. I said that. I said he died and left and walked away for our wrestling sins and came back with all power in his hands. I said this. Yes, I did. And then you look at the promos with him and Triple H and other WWE factions, and they did not age well. And then you see what transpired with him in AEW, and it's kind of like, Ugh. Not once, but twice.
Are we talking about that same promo?
Yeah. Kind of. Yes, Michael. Put Kane's comment back up in it, please. Please, for me. Oh, good Lord Almighty, this guy Phil is warming up to me. Kane, Michael, did we just become best friends? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the virus has any friends.
I went. And there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than you can do is put your name out there, put your
goddamn
name out
right
there
we just did.
For someone and they disappoint you. CM Punk is good for wrestling. Wrestling business, I'm not sure if he's good for the culture. That remains to be seen. CM Punk has shown himself as a cancer. CM Punk has shown himself, if I don't get my way, I'm going to take my ball and go home and I'm going to cry about it. That's what he's shown. If you watched Monday Night Raw last night, when Sami Zayn talked to Drew McIntyre, everything that Sami said to Drew can be directly applied to CM Punk. When you look at the greats, and I'm not just talking in the modern era, when you look at the Hogans, when you look at the Flairs, when you look at the Dustys, when you look at the Michaels and the Triple H's, when you look at The Rock, when you look at all these people, they all played ball. When you look at the Stone Cold even said, like, dude, they wanted me to play ball. I took my ball and ran home, and I regret it till this day. Mm-hmm. CM Punk has been like, I want my way, and if not, I'm going to dog you. Look at everything that he said about WWE and AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know you guys, I'm sorry, I know you guys don't like the swear words, but when you look at all the shit he talked about WWE on AEW, now you're back? What's the matter, Punk? No one else wanted to deal with your toxicity? No one else wanted to be bothered with your bull. Do not come back and start to ruin something that people have fought, bled, died for, clawed, scratched for to make something great. Mm-hmm. You look at Sami Zayn, you look at the Drew McIntyres, you look at the Ricochets, you look at the Shinsuke Nakamura's, you look at the Alpha Academy, you look at all these people where it's like, yo, they may not have had held belts, but they are entertaining. And damn, I love them. Don't come in and ruin that.
Yeah.
If you're going to be bitter, take your ass home. Chicago is a wrestling city, and yes, we fight for our own. We're loyal to a fault. Look at the Bears. And I hate to go there as a Chicagoan. Look at the Bears. Look at the Bulls. We're loyal to a fault.
Hey, Chicago. The Bulls was hot in the 90s.
Chicago, I am begging you on Peaches and Power Bombs, who are based out of Atlanta. They're Falcons people. They embarrass us during football season. Please.
He doesn't know what the Bears and Bulls are because he's from the UK. So.
Wait, what? Oh, my bad. Wait. Do they? No, they don't call it football. Football. Foosball. Whatever. Yeah. You're getting me off track. Stop it. Do not let CM Punk.
This is why he's the honorary peach.
Yeah, I'm convicted. I am convicted, Kane. I'm convicted. Do not let CM Punk take us on this trip and drop us off in the middle of nowhere, like he did twice at AEW. There were grown men crying at his return. Y'all remember that? It was people, grown men, crying, passion, love for what this guy, and yeah, WWE gave him a bad hand and they cheated him and everything else, and then you look how things transpire, and it's kind of like,
Hold that thought for a second. I wonder if that dude that was crying, pointing the finger, I wonder if he was at the show.
I wonder.
I wonder too.
I wonder.
Carry on.
I wonder. I wonder. I don't want to be cheated again. I don't want to be jilted. I don't want to be jaded by CM Punk yet again.
I really hope I'm right, but he came out there Monday night very different. It was very different. He was not his same kind of, I mean, he had elements of it, of his cocky self and everything, but he came out and he looked more humble than I've ever seen him. I think that's why people were so, like, they didn't know how to take his promo, because it was different. You know, he didn't just come out there fire blazing on everybody, oh, them people over there, and then, oh, I'm here and I'm gonna, set the world on fire and all this other kind of stuff. It was different. And I'm not like trying to make excuses for him or anything like that, because I think, I'm disappointed in the way he acted as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, there's always two sides to a coin, and I try to give everybody their fair share of looking at things. It's not always on one side, but I'm just really hoping that this environment that he's going to be in now, and I'm hoping that he's looking at things differently too, because I think he had the attitude in AEW that I'm their biggest star, which he was, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm their biggest draw power. I'm going to show these kids, what is what, and they can't do anything about it because I'm CM Punk and I'm their biggest draw, and they can't fire me. Hello, he got fired because he messed, he did things that he shouldn't have done. And I think he's like, oh snap, they did fire me, even if, it's bad for business. Let me look at myself. I mean, I don't know if he's really doing that or not, but I hope he is. Oh, his promo was just different on Monday night. We'll have to see, though. It's just been one night. So we'll have to see.
With the news of coming out today that Bryan Danielson is actually part of that team, that played a part in, termination or whatever. That could play a part in it too. And I saw a comment earlier somewhere on Facebook,
because him and Bryan are really good friends.
Yes. So, and Bryan Danielson tweeted something last night in reference. Let me find it right quick.
Get the Twitter machine, all right?
Yeah, the Twitter machine.
Well, here, while you pull that up, I just want to say something. Every last one of us has had leftovers, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you fix your mouth for leftovers, ladies, I'm sure for you, where it's like, yo, I don't have to cook tonight. All I got to do is heat this food up. Me and Geek, it's like, yo, I can't wait to get home, put this food in the microwave. And then you get home and somebody ate it.
That's like the biggest letdown.
Yes.
That's where I'm at right now with CM Punk.
I got you. That's a great analogy. Okay, I got the tweet up. Bryan Danielson posted on Twitter one day ago, "My dad always told me the right thing is often the hardest thing to do. It won't always make the most money. It won't always be the most popular, but it's still the right thing. Hashtag AEW with a heart emoji." So Marie may be right. And, maybe doubt, whatever Punk took from that, I'm hoping, he may apply that. I don't know. But I really, that really got a lot of people talking today. And so that's what I think with Marie too. I think anything could have happened. And sometimes it takes one thing for you to change your entire mindset. And but I saw a comment on Facebook I was getting at earlier that someone was like, "Oh, TK couldn't do the firing, so somebody else had to." Um, that's how it is in a lot of places.
Called a board of
Uh,
directors dummy.
yeah, I mean,
The boss never fires.
you got most of the time the boss never does the firing. You know, it's gonna be like your supervisor or something that's going to be doing the firing. They do the dirty work of the boss. That's what that is. If you want to look at it that way, that's the way it was structured in the hotels I worked at. The job I have now, the boss is the owner. So, but you know, I just thought that was silly because in real life, it's not structured that way in a lot of places. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and we might hear
Kane,
what's going on. Go ahead.
It's an American culture thing. We have our close we're close knit. We have close knit communities, and we have a lot of pride in where we come from. That's all it is.
Yo, Mike is funny as hell.
He's on with this comment right here, kind of like Chicago, like Cleveland and the Browns. Girl, my dad was a lifelong Browns fan, and even he's just like, it's just the Browns.
Shout out to Christine Saucy Girl, because and to Kane Michael, bro, you gotta understand. Yes, that is a stage thing when it comes to us Americans, because he's from the UK.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when it comes to like our teams, when it comes to whatever, we take the Ruffles commercial, the chips, crisps, that whole thing. We serious about what we call our own.
Yeah.
ATL has their own thing too. Like,
yeah.
The Falcons suck, but I mean, if they were doing good during football season, I'd be like, you know what? That's pretty good,
But today, possibly, maybe. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hawks, I'm not sure how they're doing, but I mean, the Braves on one hand, we had some championships. Georgia Bulldogs might have a 3-peat. I mean, come on now.
Go Dogs. Sorry.
No, yo, like just overall, I'm this close, ladies and gentlemen, to being a CM Punk fan again. I don't want to have the wool pulled over my eyes.
I know.
I don't want it to be another BS fiasco. I don't want that. And then on top of that, too, if y'all looked at his last matches at AEW, he didn't look that good.
That's why I brought it up. Sugar Shane, I'm not a fan of Punk. I don't get the hype. He was at AEW. He looked out of shape and he couldn't keep up. He looked winded in matches on Collision. CM Punk is all bark, no bite. His second run was so disappointing. And for a while there, he couldn't stay healthy.
So wait. Let me say something too. Also about
Cherie.
Cherie, don't you make me get my Bible. Make me get my Bible and open up the book of Phil. Don't you do that.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
You look at Collision and how they advertised it. Just pay attention to the marketing and advertising. When it was Dynamite, it was everyone. When it was other shows, it was everyone. But for Collision, they always had CM Punk's voice. They always had CM Punk's face. It was everything CM Punk. And I remember scratching my head like, is this CM Punk show? Like, is this the specific show for CM Punk?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
And he didn't look good. Put it this way. When y'all remember when The Rock came back a couple weeks ago and got into it with
Austin Theory.
A-Town Down, right? How would y'all feel if Rock came back and he looked like a bag of laundry? How would y'all feel
That's
if
funny.
The Rock came back looking like a melted ice cream cone?
Which
If
that's
Rock-
impossible for The Rock.
How would you feel if Rock came back looking like a Mick Foley? What the hell is this? Rock came back and looked phenomenal. We talked about Randy Orton. We talked about how Zeus.
Zeus.
Randy Orton had time off. Time off does wonders to a person.
Carved Randy. How would y'all feel if Randy Orton came back and looked like Thor in Endgame?
Oh my god.
No
That's
one
funny.
was excited for that.
That's funny.
So
Strap-
CM Punk
Scrappy,
gets
how
back-
you doing? Good to
What's up,
see
Scrappy?
you.
So CM Punk gets back in the ring and
It
looks
could always be like Sunny too. You seen how bad she looked lately? Good
Yeah.
Lord.
She's gone. She's gone to prison.
Yes,
That's
the sunny days are over.
it.
it's no longer sunny days. There are all stormy nights. CM Punk
Okay.
got back in the ring. He got back in the ring and looked like he should have been in somebody's indie backyard. I want to be a wrestler. He didn't look good. He didn't look good.
A couple months ago, he looked like he was 62 years old. And then when he came out last night, or on Saturday, he looked like he was 39, 40 years old again.
How old is CM Punk?
He is 46, 45.
45.
I knew
He's
he was
45.
up there somewhere.
CM Punk looks every bit of 45.
Name one time Vince actually called to lay them off. Bruce Pritchard, Jim Ross, or John Laurinaitis used to do the firing. I remember when he fired Titus O'Neil on the spot.
Yeah.
When
for
Daniel
second
Bryan
year.
retired, but
Yeah.
other than that, and maybe a few others. Oh yeah, I mean I remember Johnny Ace was the one doing the calls because people would tweet that. Johnny Ace just called.
CM Punk looks like our older uncle with arthritis in the wintertime. He just don't look good.
I know, Alora, that we have a thing for AEW news, but we're going to save that for next week because we're going to have an AEW show. But I know we've had y'all for a while, but can y'all stay for a few more minutes? Because I have a question, and I've been wanting to ask this to some people.
Is this a video?
Hold on for a second.
I did too.
Excuse me.
We're gonna clip Phil saying Zeus, and every time we talk about Randy Orton, we're gonna play that clip.
Yes.
It needs to be a clip somewhere. Zeus.
Yes.
Don't y'all video
Yes.
me. Don't y'all.
Yes.
Can I
So my question is that?
Hold on.
Oh, okay, I'm
Y'all
sorry.
wanna know how much my hubby loves me?
Hmm.
He's drinking coffee, waiting on me to finish. He hates coffee. Go ahead, Maria.
Okay.
Can I say
Okay,
this?
I'm gonna be try to be okay. So a couple years ago, we were kind of like wondering, WWE doesn't have enough stars. What are they gonna do? But now, if you look around, they're like coming out of the wazoo with stars. So I want to ask, what do you do with all of them? Because any one of these guys could be world champion 5 minutes from now, and it would be believable. We have Drew McIntyre. We have Sami Zayn. We have Damian Priest with the briefcase. We have Jey Uso. Gunther's waiting in the wings. And then, we also have Cody Rhodes and CM Punk as well. They might be a little bit older, but, they're there. So what do you do with all of these guys? There's only 2 titles.
I'm just going to say this. I think Gunther's going to keep that Intercontinental title a little bit longer.
You know what would be amazing? If Brock challenged him for it.
That's probably going to
I
happen.
think that could be very
Yeah.
well.
What that would do to the Intercontinental Championship if Brock Lesnar challenged for it.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and answer that question?
Yes, please.
You let them shine bright like a
Tag.
diamond.
You didn't make a tag, Phil. You didn't make a tag.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tag me in.
There you go. There you go.
Shine bright like a diamond. In the famous words of Rihanna. Let them shine. There are some people that can be bigger, that are bigger than the title.
Right.
There are some people that don't need the title in order to shine. Let them do what they do. Take the shackles off. Let them go. Let them do what they do. AJ Styles, whether he has a belt or not, will always be the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we know what AJ Styles brings to the table.
Right.
Undertaker, whether he had the belt or not, whether he was the American Badass, the Dead Man, will always be the Undertaker. And he didn't need to have a belt in order to be the Undertaker. Be it Stone Cold, be it Shawn Michaels, be it The Rock, be it Triple H, be it whomever. Let them shine. Don't stifle them. That's what you do. You build the bar. You make everyone else look back at WWE and sit and say, that was my childhood dream. Let me chase them. You let a Will Ospreay. You let somebody like a Will Ospreay want to fight a Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins or Drew McIntyre or Ricochet. Let me open up the market for newer fans. Let me get to the top of the mountain. Not halfway point, the top. It's a lot of people that made it to the halfway part of Mount Everest or Mount Fuji. It's very few that has been to the top of Everest or Mount Fuji. You let them shine. That's from the Book of Phil, chapter 9, verse 5.
Huh? Oh.
You said, let the church say amen.
Amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Virus wants to be tagged in. I don't think that's a good idea.
Who want to be tagged in?
I said the virus wants to be tagged in.
What virus?
Kane.
Oh, he's on his YouTube channel. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say LimeWire virus. I was about to say we don't do that no more. We don't have LimeWire, bro. We just.
Like I said, I don't think that's a good idea to tag him in. Maybe tomorrow we could tag him in.
Yeah.
That's a safer bet, right?
Ladies, I got a quick question. Are we getting ready to go?
Yes.
I got a question before we go.
Okay.
And you know, no chill with Phil. I wouldn't be no chill with Phil if I had chill. I have no chill. So I just have a question to pose to you ladies and the fans of Peaches and Power Bombs. Like, share, subscribe on all platforms. But ladies and gentlemen, do you think Bray Wyatt had a Hall of Fame career?
Yes.
Yes.
I say no.
No?
I say no.
Girl.
I think he tried.
Go
Wait
ahead.
a minute. Who did that?
I did.
Do it again. Do it again.
Girl.
Go ahead.
I don't think Bray Wyatt had a Hall of Fame career.
Go ahead, Marie.
Virus said no, he didn't.
Who said that?
Virus.
Thank you, Virus.
I think in and of itself of what he of the accolades, the matches and the things like that, no. But just for his pure creativity of the business and him thinking outside the box and trying to shake things up a bit, then I would say yes.
Bray Wyatt was a character that he was a character that people will remember. It
So,
was the impact
so
that he
was
made.
Giant Gonzalez.
Are we
No
comparing
one.
Bray Wyatt and Giant Gonzalez? There's no comparison, man.
I'm just saying.
Everybody
The
has
only
a
reason why we remember Giant Gonzalez was because he had a bad match with The Undertaker.
Yeah, that part.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
everybody had a Hall of Fame career, I believe. So I believe it's only fitting for Bray Wyatt to get one as well, because he's one of the most brilliant minds in the business, and
Is he?
I feel he deserves it.
Is he? I say no.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That's just me. I know play the fight me thing again, because this is what everybody feels. I'm seeing Punk in the corner.
Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Fight me! Don't fight me!
He will be inducted 100% next
I'm
year.
the CM Punk and everyone else is the Eddie Kingston. I get it. I don't think he's deserved of a Hall of Fame career.
I didn't get to answer Marie's question, but I think, I think back to the golden era where we had like the likes of Roddy Piper and Ted DiBiase. I mean, you had your Hogans and Ultimate Warriors and Randy Savages, but you had those like Piper and Ted DiBiase that had amazing careers, and they never had a world title. Dusty Rhodes will be on that list too.
Oh yeah, Rick the Model Martel. There was a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. Yes, Owen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna throw British Bulldog in there, and
Absolutely.
yeah,
What was so special that Bray did?
Huh?
What was so special that he did?
Who?
Bray.
Bray?
Mm-hmm.
I think for Bray just brought. It's like Lance said, or Geek said that he has a brilliant mind. I think he was trying in an era where there's really no line between fantasy and reality. Bray was trying to bring that back. And I think for the most part, he was, for the most part, I think it was successful, even though WWE kind of did some questionable stuff with it. I think the when you think about wrestling in this characters, things like that, at the end of the day, they're entertainers and they're telling a story. And I feel like, Bray tried to take it to a different level considering the era, the modern era. I think if it was anybody else, I don't think it would have materialized like it could. But with Bray, here's this.
If something didn't happen to him, do you think if he was able to have a long career like everybody else, do you think that he would have eventually gotten there with his creativity and things like that?
I think he
and
would.
just the whole nature around his death and everything and how shocked and sudden it was. I mean, I think it would be more of a gesture towards his family and trying to take care of them and trying to solidify his name and show them that they appreciated, the little time that we did have with him. We appreciate that. And,
Yeah.
I'm not going to dog on that at all, and say, oh, he doesn't deserve it or anything like that.
I totally get it. I'm coming from the standpoint of the national poet, Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., that you're nobody till you die. And I think Bray Wyatt had a good career. I just don't think he had a Hall of Fame career. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Maybe that's something y'all could chew on, think about, talk about, whatever.
People in the Hall of Fame that is already
Y'all are really besties, Phil.
that you can question that. I mean, like,
Oh, I'm the virus. I'm killing you. I'm sorry. I don't want to kill anyone.
Shane, you're right about that too.
Wait, did he say who was that? Tony Kukoc? Who is Joe Luduck?
I don't know.
Shane is one of those old school guys, so he's probably
Is he talking about basketball or football?
no, I think he's talking about somewhere something like Memphis wrestling.
Oh, like Mr. Wrestling.
Virus wants to know who that is too.
Shane, come through for us.
And I don't want
heard
to. Look,
Shane.
hey, I didn't mean to cause a fire. Oh, Saucy Girl said, "Phil, you are so honorary." Oh. I don't think I've ever been called honorary before. What does that mean?
Ornery,
Ornery? What's ornery? Like an ornament?
like a cranky puss.
A what? A what? A cranky puss. That sounds so naughty.
Sounds honorary.
It really isn't.
Like I'm just an angry person?
A stinker, feisty.
No, silly as a stinker.
You little stinker.
Hold on, let me.
Okay. Shay coming through with the facts.
Okay.
Okay. See,
Okay,
Shane's
Shay.
giving us
All right,
the homework.
All right, Shane, we got you. Relax, Shane. Relax.
Ornery is what Walter from Jeff Dunham is.
Who is Jeff Dunham? Jeff Dahmer, the guy that was eating people?
You're thinking Jeffrey Dahmer. No,
That's
man.
what she just said. She called me a Jeffrey Dahmer?
No! Jeff Dunham is I think he's a comedian.
He is a comedian. He's the one with the.
She
He's the one
just
with the
said,
dummies.
Walter from Jeffrey Dahmer.
Gotcha. We're all getting.
From Jeffrey
I think
Dahmer?
we're all getting tired, cranky, and goofy here.
Geek just did 3.5 hours of podcasting just now.
I just want to know. I don't eat people, ma'am.
She ain't saying Jeffrey Dahmer.
She did say Jeffrey Dahmer. Put the comment back up there.
She said Dunham.
Jeff
Dahmer,
Dunham. He's
honorary
a comedian.
Oh, Dunham. I'm not no dumb ham.
We're gonna remind
Oh, boy.
40.
I'm not a piece of dumb ham, ma'am. I'm not. I don't.
Oh yeah, he's a comedian that talks dirt.
You calling me a ventriloquist? You know what?
The guy with the doll.
All right. Well, it's getting late. We're all getting tired, cranky, and goofy. I think it's time to wrap it up. Anybody got both Phil and Geek? You got anything to plug for us?
I got stuff, but I don't know.
Go
if
ahead,
I-
Geek. Go.
Go ahead. So tomorrow night, as you could tell, at 4:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m. No, wait, 4:30 p.m. U.S. time, 9:30 p.m. UK time. I'm going to chat with the virus, who will have a live microphone tomorrow.
boy.
So I don't know what the virus is going to say tomorrow. It's going to be very scary. I'm scared. I don't know what the virus is going to say. But then again, you don't know what Geek is going to say. I might get canceled tomorrow. That's tomorrow. This Saturday, which is this Saturday, I will be at Wrestling Is Now. I'll have a table set up. And Joey Conway will defend the title against former WWE superstar Lucha Lit Lindsay Dorado, which should be an
Nice.
amazing match. And then you got Mike the Truth Jackson, the man who knocked out CM Punk, will be there as well.
Okay.
So that's this Saturday at the Queensberry Elks Lodge. So tickets are on sale now. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Phil Myers Sr., also known as No Chill with Phil, the great one, the child support slayer, El Hamon Grande. Please follow Peaches and Power Bombs on any and all social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Farmers Only. Please follow Metal Geek on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
I'm not
MySpace.
Farmers Only, but you know.
I have MySpace.
Follow them anywhere and everywhere social media is allowed. You can follow me at No Chill with Phil on any and all social media platforms. Follow
Including
my
MySpace.
bros.
You said MySpace. I'm just returning the favor.
Let me finish. Follow me on any and all social media platforms at No Chill with Phil. Follow me and my bros at the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Black Planet, Pinterest,
AIM, ICQ. I'm going really old school here.
Yahoo Messenger. I still have
MSN Messenger.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle. Yeah. Thank you,
Don't
Geek.
forget.
Thank
Don't
you,
forget.
Geek. That's why you my boy. Ladies, you can follow me on Christian Mingle as Jesus in the streets, Satan in the sheets, but that's something totally different. Follow Peaches and Power Bombs on any and all social media platforms. I am the Bubbles. If they are Buttercup and Blossom, I am Bubbles. If they were the Powerpuff Girls. Yes, I am. Geek would be Lightweight the Professor. Wouldn't he be the professor? Like, kind of, sort of? Maybe? Or Mojo. You would either be the professor or Mojo Jojo. One or the other. I don't know.
I'd be the professor, I think.
Sure.
But maybe Mojo Jojo, just because sometimes Geek could turn heel sometimes. That's all.
Okay.
So yeah, that is me. I want to thank y'all, Peaches and Bar Bombs, for having me on y'all show. It is always love. It is always a blast. It is always a million times just the fun and intensity, all the above. You two are awesome.
Thank you.
Please follow, like, share. You two got something special.
Thank you.
I salute you. And I have no more drink in my cup, but I will in a little bit, and I will take a shot for the both of you too.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on. We having a good time here. Like the gentleman said, like, share, subscribe. We are on all social media platforms. We are the most vocal on Facebook. If you're trying to get a hold of us or whatever, Facebook is the best place to do it. Next week we'll have Tim Sherry on the show with us. We'll cover whatever's going on in wrestling. God knows what else is going to happen. We already had a wild week. Marie, Cherie, you right. Long live Eddie Kingston. We can't go without talking about Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy.
Yes. Go ahead, Marie.
Marie, are you laughing so much that you're crying?
I can't hear her.
We can't hear you.
Hang on.
Are those tears of joy and laughter?
I don't know.
I think they are.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Here you are. You okay?
No, it's not that. There's something in my eye, and it hurts, and we need to end the
Oh.
stream so I can go take care of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right, guys. Well, again, we enjoyed y'all, and let's see. Let me
Rock symbols up.
Yes, I'm trying to find the in video here. Of course, I can't find it. It's like we got so many of this stuff that, like, oh, there's the closing videos right there with the intro.
Bye,
Anyways,
y'all.
toodaloo, guys. We will see y'all next week.
Good night, sweet peach. It's time to go. Good night, sweet peach. It's the end of the show. We hate to leave, but we really can't stay. So good night, sweet peach. Good night.